Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between DirtBag versus Ceron. This game taking place here on Tidehunters 1.2. Night Elf, well, test, nope, yep, you are working. I guess you passed your test. Night Elf versus Human in a 1v1 matchup should come as a great game. I can't promise you a great cast. I can promise you that, however, that people screen replays for me to try to find me interesting, off the wall, entertaining, or high execution value or high execution types of replays for you to be entertained by. So, I don't screen my own replays. You have. All right, I guess a little banter going back and forth between the two players. I don't actually preview any of the games. Sometime years and years ago, people were asking me, how come you don't watch your replays and then you won't get stumbled when you're trying to describe and talk about what's gonna happen? And well, I'm glad no one asked that question anymore. It seems like a very obvious answer. Now that I've been doing this for over 10 years, the level of excitement, my dumbfounded face when certain things happen at times, all of those things really, really change things up. People tune into Watch You Cast and probably back to WarCraft afterwards. Well, thank you. Back to WarCraft has been a main staple in the WarCraft 3 community for quite a while. Real hats off to their work and everything that they support as well. As well, Back to Warcraft is able to do it full time with a lot more people than I am able. As well, many of you guys know, I am a family man with also a full-time job, as well, having to head into the office and do things like that, not being able to work from home. You'd be surprised how much time gets lost in just commuting and just driving to where you need to go, whether it be doctor's appointments, therapy visits, or just work. Back to Warcraft 3 pillars. Well, on the Warcraft, Grubby equals fourth pillar. Yeah, Grubby is definitely just so well liked. I think of Grubby more as a Twitch personality now, as opposed to a real that Warcraft personality. I think he's actually separated himself well enough from any one particular franchise, and people just enjoy watching him play games because he's such a nice guy. Yeah. Anyways, let's turn things back here. Human picking up Claws of Attack +5, already at level 2. Coming back around here, we are looking at the Warden and clearing things up here. Is the YouTube channel doing okay for you? It seems to have a lot of followers. The YouTube channel is doing okay. A lot of my subscribers, though, no longer watch my videos. If I had 62,000 views per video, well, that would actually pay the bills a lot more, as opposed to just being able to pay for my internet and an occasional new computer when the new time comes. Yeah, I think getting 62,000 views once again per video would be a great thing to happen to my channel, but I don't know if I could be a full-time personality. Anyways, let's focus on, well, I guess early creeping here on Tidehunters. People know what's happening. Warden versus Archmage here, as the Archmage will be getting to level 3 and already has a good plethora of items and picks up that last Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 and will be getting to level 3 as well. Level 2 Water Elementals on a 600 hit point Archmage as he dives on in. Yeah, a lot of followers. I really wish that a lot more people watched all of my followers watched my videos. That would be a big help overall, as we could be looking at a detonation here. Wisp now trying to make its way back around, gets a little bit of Moonwell juice. And where are the Footmen? The Footmen are now causing problems across all of the archers here, but the Warden actually coming across and getting some damage in with the Shadow Strike, now trying to finish off more of those units. Footmen unable to finish off the archers who are Shadow Noted. Warden could get another Shadow Strike off here, and then Shadow Strike followed by another attack. There is that last bit of damage. Enough damage should happen over time as he finally takes it down, but the Warden, 2 experience shy from level 3. Level 2 Shadow Strike would have made a drastic difference on all of these Footmen who already know, well, that they're going to be attacked and focused here in just a bit. All right, Wisp and caught out in the open. Shadow Strike onto the lower hit point footman there. Is it going to end up happening? Archmage trying to take down the Hunter's Hall here, putting in the pressure as this one footman could end up, yes, giving level 3 to that Warden. Warden's level 2 Shadow Strike is significantly stronger, dealing twice as much damage, as we're going to see the Hunter's Hall quickly getting cancelled and then rebuilt, only to perhaps get cancelled again as the Archmage now needs to back away. Footman taking a lot of damage. Is it going to end up getting taken down? It will, a split second before the Archmage is able to execute that scroll of Town Portal. Hi, Crota, your shouting is always cool. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. My play-by-play announcement. Yeah, to all the people out there who say, I need to keep track of the minimap more, I need to be able to say intelligible things, I need to be able to have in-depth analysis. These are the reasons why casting teams have 3 to 4 people. One person is taking notes, collecting their thoughts. Another person is managing the camera. Another person is doing a little bit of fun banter. And also there is the play-by-play guy, which I think I would step into pretty well. And that creates an overall better product. Archmage now looking to clear up this relatively easy creep camp. Warden wants to punish his opponent and finds DirtBag down here. Going to go ahead and get off another Shadow Strike. The Archmage, even with that Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3, can, well, lose a lot of hit points fairly fast. Archmage now being forced to back up. There's a second Shadow Strike there, and Blink was not expected. That's the first time Ceron actually showed that it had Blink, and he may be able to close in on that distance. 37 hit points, down to 18. Is it going to get one more tick? And it does get finished off. Warden falls at, Warden kills the Archmage at level 3 and at the 6-minute 30-second mark of this game, and should be able to, well, gain a little bit of an advantage here in just a moment. Archmage may be forced to try and higher up DirtBag may be forced to try higher up the Archmage from the tavern, but there is no mana potion on the Archmage there. There is the death of a footman there. Archer could end up getting taken down. Warden trying to go after the Archmage, but the Archmage with Boots of Speed and also a Scroll of Regeneration takes another Shadow Strike in the back, and now it's going to be slowed down a bit. No mana to really burn off any longer. Archmage is trying to run through as the Boots of Speed. Is he going to get stuck down to 112 hit points? He's trying to duck back away, as well as the Archmage is now down to 47. Is it going to end up getting body blocked? It will. Body blocked by his own peasants. Oh, you dirtbag peasants. Blocking the Archmage from being able to retreat back, giving level 4 to that Archmage. Crota has Neo levels of energy. And always use a 3+ Observer, which is perfect. Yeah. Archmage is back in action once again, as a footman could end up getting taken down. This is opening things up for the Archmage to get back to get to level 5 for level 3 Shadow Strike, which is just as scary, if not more. Footman now trying to retreat back as well. Low hit point footman there, as the Warden now looking to get some energy down here. All right, Warden could go for level 2 Blink, and if it does go for level 2 Blink, should be able to get it, or it would reduce the cooldown, but it wouldn't, well, reduce the cost significantly much, as the Archmage now runs back again. Archmage this time does have Warden this time does have Boots of Speed, and we see another possible body block right there, as the Warden finally says, you know what, I don't want anything to do with this. All right, off to the north. Yes, Elf is expanding. Ceron, and with an expansion off to the north, setting up that Tree of Life, has not entangled that gold mine yet. Meanwhile, we are looking at a panda joining in on the battlefield. Where is that panda? Oh, panda. Oh, no, DirtBag is the one that's the panda. All right, switching on the positioning is giving me a little confusion. Panda now out here on the battlefield here, going up against a solo Warden who is getting bonus experience, since he is the solo type right there at tier 2. 15% bonus experience means that the Warden could end up getting Avatar of Vengeance, and, well, being able to get in quite a bit of damage. All right, there's a Blink there trying to rack up more damage as the Warden tries to catch up. Footman able to allow that Warden to slip on by. Warden needs one more Shadow Strike and may be able to get it off right there. Yes, gets the Shadow Strike off, and the Archmage falls for the, I believe, 3rd time in this game already. All of the gold is going to support the heroes. Children paying, parental support pretty much, as the expansion pretty much not worth it so far. Warden now gets up to level 5, gonna go ahead and retreat back, and now with level 3 Shadow Strike as the potential damaging spell, no Archmage, no unit is safe at all. All right, blink to the very far back. Tobe of retraining, and now going to be transitioning into Fan of Knives. All right, blinking to be able to get into Fan of Knives right there, and well, and it looks as though his plan is to try and take down peasant after peasant after peasant. This particular style, this particular strategy is really conducive of trying to of really trying to take down a multiple units. Of the Warden down to 156 mana, really wants a lot more there. Perhaps going to get a potion of mana. I thought maybe an anti-magic potion as well to keep that arcane tower from being able to do too much. I think that clarity potion is a bit of a mistake. Arcane tower probably the better choice there, as the Broodmaster gets to level 2, and now we're adding more AoE damage. So both sides are getting pandas, or did get pandas. I was not wrong. I am just linearly time challenged. All right, coming back around. All right, Warden looking to rack up damage, takes down one peasant, gonna get another peasant here pretty easily, and is it gonna be able to blink and continue to finish off more units? Yeah, there goes another 3 peasants right there, as the Warden is just causing problems all over the place. One more shot, no, slow coming across, as the Warden gonna be able to retreat back fairly easily now. Panda Archmage trying to catch up, but this level 5 Warden is just going to be running circles around everything and using line of sight to try and make it so that they don't know where the Warden actually is, as it teleports back away. Beautiful play by Ceron, knowing that he was not being chased and now able to get away easily. Ceron has an expansion off to the north. He has higher level heroes near getting closer to level 6, level 5, nearly level 3 on that second hero, as the Warden is just going to continue to rinse and repeat this strategy over and over again. Anti-magic potion used this time around will have plenty of mana. There you are, going to go ahead and blink on in. There's the Fan of Knives, going to take down peasant after peasant one at a time, and will disrupt much of that mining. As you can see, the guard tower is purposely attacking back against the peasants to make sure that the Warden doesn't get all of the experience. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, DirtBag's Panda sitting at level 3, Archmage sitting at level 3, putting pressure onto this Tree of Life, and well, Ceron's expansion is not protected at all. Scroll of Town Portal now inbound, perhaps going to try and wisp to get some repairs in, but Breath of Fire could quickly spell some problems there, as there's a Drunken Haze Breath of Fire across a tightly grouped this collection of units. Mana Flare now online here. You can see how much missing is on both sides, as this seems to be a bar fight. No one able to hit the broadside of a barn, with the Brewmasters throwing down that Drunken Haze across all of the units. 52 supply compared to 56, as the Priest Rifleman will continue this push here. All right, there's a bit of Dispel, as this Druid of the Claw down to 89 hit points. Is it going to get Staff of Preservation or anything like that? There's the Staff of Preservation there, as the unit out looks to back here. Clarity Potion perhaps going to be used. There we are, Brewmaster sitting at level 3. But yeah, that was a lot of Drunken Haze across multiple units. Everyone just missing their targets in that bar fight. Hi, how are you doing? A lot of chatting going on, even though there's only 11 viewers. Thank you for keeping me company during this time. If you guys are watching on YouTube, please consider subscribing if you've gotten to this 13-minute mark in this video. I will upload a lot of videos like this, and well, if you are being entertained now, then imagine how much more you'll be entertained later. Coming back around, yeah, everyone hyped up for Frost Giant. The announcement is in 3.5 or 4.5 hours, as Drunken Haze now coming down. Breath of Fire, multiple units. Mana Flare actually going after the 4-straw High Priest, as the Warden able to throw down a couple Fan of Knives. All right, Warden now being forced to back away, down to 133 hit points. Needs to get a rejuvenation off of a bear, but instead gets enough from the Moonwells. Continuing all this pressure, there's another Breath of Fire here. Warden gonna go ahead and dump on in. Are we gonna see perhaps another Breath of Fire try to finish things off? Warden down to 100 hit points. Oh yes, does end up getting taken down, and I believe that was a level up onto the Brewmaster there. Archmage now could be in trouble, as the Archmage is now being body blocked by a couple of his own sorceresses here. Druids of the Claw, a Panda now sitting up at level 4, getting closer to level 5, or sorry, level 4, getting enough for a Breath of Fire, perhaps finishing off unit after unit, as the Archmage is now to 135 hit points. All right, Brewmaster needs a little bit more mana, but constantly getting attacked by those Spellbreakers, relieving him of some of that mana there, as the Archmage looks like he will be able to get away. the Spellbreakers attack. Warden now back out here onto the battlefield. The Spellbreakers attack actually causing enough mana to be lost from the Brewmaster from being able to Breath of Fire it down, as we see a Fairy Dragon taken out. 43 supply compared to 56. DirtBag with a supply advantage and closing in on that hero level advantage after taking down the level 5 Warden. Druid of the Claw, well, not going to be able to escape. Staff of Preservation distance just a bit too far as the Brewmaster, well, tries to get a bit more mana again. I remember years ago when I was watching Crota on YouTube at school, I was so entertained. Thank you, Jess. Well, but, you know, school's important. School's important. I don't want my kids to watch this video and be like, I'm going to watch influencers and watch Twitch at school because that's what dad likes. No, don't do that. Coming back around, we see Moonwell's galore. Warden sitting at 5.5. And meanwhile, down to the south here, Archmage and Panda may actually level up. Here. Did they lose a bear to creeps? Oh, he did. All right. And that was a green creep camp there. That is not a good call at all. All right, Warden ready to dive on in. Anti-magic potion spell already used. There's a fan of knives. And well, only one peasant lost there. Everyone else was taken out. Giant sea turtle is still available to get cleared up as the Warden looks to scout out and finish off more units. It's better to watch this and... Alright, back off to the north. Spellbreakers, priests, sorceresses. Perhaps going to try and clear out this granite golem creep camp. It could be fairly difficult, but the Spellbreakers there are going to be important as the AoE slam of the granite golem does not affect the Spellbreakers. You just need to make sure you keep all of your casters at bay and only surround them with your Spellbreakers and maybe a hero or two, and that is it. Coming back around, Panda still looking to perhaps get up to level 5. Going to get awfully close here. Meanwhile, the Warden going to come back, rinse and repeat. There's a Fan of Knives, and well, could try and finish off peasant after peasant. There goes another peasant right there, and now could easily Fan of Knives and finish it off. No cooldown. The problem as we are looking at peasants still falling. There goes another peasant there. Warden needs just... 124 experience to get to level 6 for that Avatar of Vengeance. Meanwhile, Panda is out on the battlefield. He has an Ankh of Reincarnation and has level 3 Breath of Fire, Drunken Brawler, and Drunken Haze. Druids of the Claw need to rejuvenate themselves back once more and then head out onto the battlefield. New expansion has been established by Ceron. It is at full saturation as the main bases only have about 5.5 minutes of mining left. Panda, well, Endurance or Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire across the Bears. They're trying to retreat back. The lines are just all in a really, really strange spot. 46 supply compared to 64. Hero level advantage pretty much nullified. And now the army size advantage of DirtBag is really coming into play. 53 supply army compared to 38. Units are still looking to retreat back. Panda, with the invisibility from the sorceresses, able to land strong breaths of fire on unsuspecting Druids of the Claw as the Brewmaster with Boots of Speed and Endurance Aura, the weakened Endurance Aura, able to perhaps catch up and get in a bit of damage. There's a Drunken Haze, there's a Breath of Fire, there's some trailing damage across all of those units as they're still trying and attempting to get away. Brewmaster of Ceron actually gets separated from the rest of the group, gonna try and staff up teleportation out. He will be able to do exactly that, teleporting all the way back home and needs a rejuvenation before heading back out. Maybe change stream name from Casting a Crazy 2v2 to 1v1. Oh, all right. Yeah, maybe I should update my stream name a little bit more. Anyways, coming back around, units trying to retreat back. Spellbreakers, a priest, rifleman, gonna go ahead and take down the water elemental. Or not take down the water elemental, take down the Ancient of Wonders. It took me a second to realize what you were talking about, metaphysics. Thank you. I need to update my stream title. Coming back around, Warden, once again, still trying to get to level 6. And you can see with the Orb of Venom can actually deal quite a bit of damage and have that start to stick across multiple units. The Warden needs, I believe, 2 or more peasants to get that level up as the, well, that is going to get taken down. One more shot gets taken down there. No, still need, was that actually damage over time? Warden needs to finish things off. Is it going to get level 6? No. Arcane Tower doing a great job and Guard Tower doing a great job here. DirtBag didn't remember to move this peasant, and this will give that peasant level 6 after all of the peasants have fallen. plenty of corpses to use, as this could turn into a base race scenario. DirtBag now attempting to take down multiple things here. There are bears trying to fight here, but the panda is going to be able to breath of fire anything, any wisp that try and repair here, which will end up causing a bit of problems. Lose expansions compared to the main base, as the main base only has 2.5 minutes of mining left. Tree Eternity continuing to fight back. No nature's blessing being researched at all, so having significantly less armor could have a bad effect here. Back down to the south, only the main building was taken down. All of the remaining defenses there, Ancients of Lore, have been destroyed. Only Ancients of Wind are left for Fairy Dragons, as these two Druids of the Claw are going to get trapped behind in the very back and could get destroyed. 50 supply compared to 64. But, where there's a will, there's a way. And, a level 6 Warden always has the will to fight. Coming back down to the south here, there are a couple of peasants still mining away once more. That Goblin Zeppelin is going to, try to hide all of those units. Meanwhile, Riflemen, Spellbreakers, Priests, Sorceresses looking to clear off the remainder of those buildings down there. Ancient of Wonders Moonwell is being built down to the south. We are upside down on supply, but Ceron is mining away pretty consistently here, as we're looking at a Scroll of Town portal to try and retreat. All right, there's a bit of damage. There's a fan of knives. Are we going to see a breath of fire? Yes, we are, across the middle there. So much missing across multiple targets, as the Warden is actually low on mana, unable to get multiple fan of knives off. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? Yes, we are. It's still teleporting back to that Tree of Life at the expansion location. That one tree or bear, however, not going to make it. A couple of additional units could, or Spellbreakers could get taken down, as a Dryad also falls as well. Killed Human Hero 3 times, yet Human is still in this game. That is because, DirtBag had the economic advantage and was able to hold on to this expansion for so long. Even now, even after all this time, he still has a 2,700 gold advantage. So you know exactly where all the gold went. All right, Avatar of Vengeance now out here onto the battlefield. Damage going to rack back up. Do you try and actually engage against this fight against that Avatar of Vengeance? At least there are no corpses out on the battlefield, at least as of yet. Warden continuing to fight. A Fairy Dragon able to shrug off that Breath of Fire, as Spirit of Vengeances are going to be popping up out of the ground. Low hit point Druids of the Claw trying to make their way back. Archmage continuing to fight through here, as the Warden now needs to retreat back. The invulnerable Spirits of Vengeances should be trying to engage against all of these units here, as the Brewmaster going to go ahead and take down one of those Dryads. All right, Druid of the Claws actually is lining up for a nasty Breath of Fire. That Panda, now with a Potion of Greater Mana, could get into Earthstorm and Fire here in just a moment, as the Avatar of Vengeance is trying to fight back. Low hit point Druid of the Claw didn't get any Moonwell juice. Are we going to see the Warden dive on in here, go after the Archmage? Archmage, Scroll of Healing just in time. Orb of Venom, as we could be looking at a Scroll of Town portal. There's a Breath of Fire, and the Warden stays alive temporarily. Units are trying to retreat back. There's the blink. Are we going to see a Fan of Knives? No, but the units now all need to come back down and regather, as the Warden able to force a retreat, as the Panda now being forced to retreat back here. A little bit of damage here, as the Panda are we going to see a Staff of Teleportation in order to get away? There's a Breath of Fire. There is Slow. There's a Breath of Fire. Takes down the Archmage. Archmage was low on hit points. Ceron recognizing it and blows over, and then Staff of Preservation's his own unit. A close battle right there. And this game outcome looks completely different. A Hail Mary play by Ceron gets the level 5 Archmage. Level 5 Archmage out. Will need to be resurrected at the tavern, but experience was given, as the Panda is gonna coming back across the center. You cannot allow this to happen again. There is a Staff of Teleportation. It's gonna try and back off, and it will be able to back off in time next to all of these Moonwells, but he really needs to find a rejuvenation from a Druid of the Claw. But I don't believe there's any more bears out on the battlefield. No, there is no more bears on the battlefield. 13 supply army. That is it. There's one. How is that a 13 supply army? 554, right? That the math is wrong, right? All right, coming back down to the south here. Spirit of Vengeance, Army of Vengeance, continuing to fight back down at the expansion. Meanwhile, this Druid of the Claw going to give a rejuvenation, and then this Druid of the Claw needs to hide. This Druid of the Claw acting as a fountain of health for any Knight Elf heroes that make their way back over. Coming back through, Panda going to clear up some of these Ancient of Wonders. and still continue to fight back once more. A DirtBag having a large 40 supply army, but yep, the Druid of the Claw was scouted out. As I mentioned, he should have been hiding in the back. That is some big heal, as well. My screen overlay says somehow this is a 9 supply army with a Brewmaster and a Warden out here on the battlefield. All right. Okay, nope, up to 10 now. Oh, the Avatar of Vengeance counts as -1 supply? Nope. All right, I'm just confused. Maybe Spirits of Vengeances count as negative supply in the interface. And if that is the case, then, well, Pad, if you watch this replay, definitely check out how the army supplies are calculated. All right, yeah, level 6 Panda, level 6 Archmage coming in from DirtBag, and we are now looking at multiple ultimate abilities. Warden being forced to back away. He wants to fight next to all of these Moonwells. Brewmaster wants to get a Drunken Haze Breath of Fire off, just desperately wants to get to level 6. There's the Drunken Haze, there's the Breath of Fire. Are we going to see a Fan of Knives? Is it going to finish anything off? No, Scroll of Healing used in time as the Spellbreakers are desperately trying to remove the mana. There is Brewmaster, who now has access to Earthstorm and Fire as well. Warden continuing to fight. Ultimate abilities abound on the battlefield. DirtBag still fighting his way through. He also has Breath of Fire. Blink away for the Warden, as the Warden able to at least survive a little bit longer. Ceron continuing to fight here. We see Earthstorm and Fire continuing to battle up, but the Spirit of Vengeances are really what's causing the main problem here. All right, we could be looking at that Water Elemental getting taken down, as the army or as the Spirit of Avatar of Vengeance is still going to be able to create additional corpses as many units are falling. Warden needs to get healed back up. Spirit Avatar of Vengeance needs to, well, get a bit more Spirit of Vengeances out here onto the battlefield, as Earthstorm and Fire should be coming to an end. Water Elemental gets taken down, and sometimes all you can really do against an opponent's ultimate ability is run away, run away, as we see the Panda now of Ceron trying to head back. All right, Earthstorm and Fire coming back the other way. Brewmaster down to 230 hit points, ends up surviving. There is Moonwell clusters all over the map, as the Warden now finishing off more units down to the south as well. All right, there are healing depots all over the place. Ceron now setting up another expansion on the bottom left-hand side of the map, and that may be all he needs to get bounced back into this game. 19 supply army, 19 supply compared to 10 supply. Ceron still has wisps, and, well, and as we are now looking at the Warden making its rounds out again. All right, where is the Panda? There is a Panda here. There is a Warden here, and it says 9 supply, 7 supply, 9. Wow, I am very confused by the numbers. Ceron ready to move on out. We are looking at a Tree of Life, should be entangling this gold mine here in just a moment. The Moonwells have the Moonwell Blessing, higher capacity and faster fill rate. Perhaps buying a Moonstone or 2 is actually not a bad call. Warden now diving on in here. Big Fan of Knives coming across. DirtBag is going to have a problem as he's trying to retreat back. There's a Breath of Fire. Archmage down to 62 hit points. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Warden continuing the fight here. Mass Teleport in order to get away. Fan of Knives finishes off the Archmage in time as the Potion of Lesser Invulnerability came to an end. Warden blinks in front of the Panda. Is he going to be able to get off the final couple of attacks? That is the next question there. Trying to blink. Orb of Venom still slowly ticking away. There's a Drunken Haze. There's a miss as the Panda tries to get away from the Warden, but the Warden is some stalking girlfriend now, and gets that final hit there. That is the good game. A great game between Ceron and DirtBag, going back and forth. Very entertaining. Let me know what you guys thought. Game of the broken ultimates. A game of the powerful ultimates. Yes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you got to this part of the video and are watching on YouTube, definitely hit the subscribe button, as it does help me out. And other than that, I'm just waiting for the final score screen. There we are. Ceron ultimately in the end being able to win on 2 of the 3 categories. The unit score actually lower, but with so much AoE damage between Fan of Knives and Breath of Fire, Ceron was able to take out all of those casters, and by taking out all of those casters in the end, came away with the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.